Yaman's secret, a hidden reflection of love. What happens when love is kept hidden from the world, locked away in the heart of one person, waiting for the perfect moment to be revealed? Could a secret so deep ever stay buried? Or is it only a matter of time before the truth comes crashing out? What happens when a surprise, one so extraordinary, is crafted with pure intention, but a single mistake leads it all to unravel? Imagine a love so intense that it drives someone to build an entire world for another, with each corner whispering their deepest feelings. Yaman did exactly that. He had crafted an entire house, a symbol of his love for Demet, with such devotion and care that he kept every detail a secret. He wanted the love he had for her to remain a hidden treasure until the perfect moment when it would be revealed. Yet, sometimes the most carefully guarded secrets can't remain in the dark forever. It all began with a small mistake during the construction of the house, a slip-up that would ultimately expose Yaman's secret to Demet. What no one knew, not even Demet herself, was that this house wasn't just a home, it was a declaration of his love. This project was something Yaman had poured every ounce of his heart and soul into. He had designed it for Demet alone, to show her just how deeply he cared. But sometimes, even the most well-intentioned secrets have a way of slipping through the cracks. The hidden traces of love. It all started with a mistake. One ordinary morning, as Yaman and Demet shared breakfast together, something out of the ordinary happened. Yaman's phone buzzed, a message lighting up the screen. He quickly checked it and slid the phone back into his pocket. Demet, ever the observant one, noticed the briefness of his action. Yaman was always transparent with her, never hiding anything until now. For a moment, Demet felt a pang of curiosity, a twinge of unease. The usual openness between them seemed to have slipped, and Demet could sense it. Her mind started to churn, wondering what the message could have been about. Was that a message? Did something happen? Demet asked, trying to sound casual, but her curiosity was evident. Yaman hesitated for just a moment, before offering a quick answer. No, just work. Nothing to worry about. But the response didn't sit well with Demet. Something was off. This wasn't like Yaman at all. Normally, he would have shared the message with her, no matter how trivial. Instead, he seemed to be hiding something. The seed of doubt was planted, and the more she thought about it, the more she felt the weight of it. Her curiosity got the better of her, and Demet found herself deciding to uncover what Yaman was trying so hard to keep from her. The revelation, a hidden world unveiled. A week later, with Yaman out of town for a few days, Demet had some time alone in the house. She took the opportunity to tidy up, and while going through some of Yaman's old belongings, she stumbled upon something unexpected, a folder with the words "Project" Demet scrawled across the front. Her heart skipped a beat. What could this be? With trembling hands, Demet opened the folder, and what she found inside stunned her. It wasn't just a random pile of papers. It was a blueprint, a meticulously planned design for a house that Yaman had built for her. She couldn't believe her eyes. The house was more than just a structure. It was a reflection of Yaman's love for her, woven into every line and curve, every detail and dimension. Each page was filled with drawings, notes, and sketches that spoke volumes about the lengths Yaman had gone to, not just in constructing a house, but in building a world around their shared memories and experiences. Each room, each feature had been designed with Demet in mind, tailored to her tastes and desires. It was a love letter in the form of architecture. Demet could hardly breathe as she traced her fingers over the plans. With each page she turned, she discovered something new, a small detail, a thoughtful inclusion that made the house so deeply personal. It was as if Yaman had built this home, not just to shelter them physically, but to shelter their love, their memories, their future. This house wasn't just made of bricks and mortar. It was made of love. The secret unraveled, Yaman's plan unintendedly exposed. As the days went on, Demet's curiosity intensified. She couldn't stop herself from digging deeper. With Yaman away, she had the freedom to explore the house, and she began piecing together every little clue she could find about its creation. The more she uncovered, the clearer it became how much Yaman had hidden from her and how much he had poured into this secret. One evening, Demet found herself standing in the garden of the house, watching as the construction continued. She had always believed that Yaman's project was a dream they would someday share, but now, standing there, she felt the weight of the secret she had uncovered. And just as she stood lost in thought, a worker from the construction site approached her. "Yaman Bey," the worker began, "he told us to keep everything quiet. But he always said, this house, it's only for Demet. It's for her." In that moment, everything clicked for Demet. The house, the plans, the secrecy, it was all for her. This was Yaman's way of expressing his love, his devotion. But now that she knew the secret, it would change everything. The secret of the house was no longer just about Yaman's love. It was about the trust they shared. Demet had uncovered something that was meant to be a surprise, and yet, in doing so, she had also discovered the depth of Yaman's affection for her. But there was a danger now. Once a secret like this is uncovered, it can never go back to being hidden again. The final unveiling, love's deepest form. When Yaman returned from his trip, Demet couldn't hold back anymore. She had to confront him, to share what she had learned. She waited for him to settle in, then gently, but with an undeniable strength, she asked, "Yaman, tell me about the house." Yaman paused, the realization dawning on him that Demet knew the truth. There was no hiding it anymore. He took a deep breath and finally spoke, his voice soft but full of emotion. "Demet, this house, it's not just a house. It's for you. I built it for us, for our future together. I wanted to show you, not just in words, but in every little detail, how much I love you." Demet's heart swelled with emotion as she realized the true extent of Yaman's feelings. She threw her arms around him, feeling the weight of the secret finally lift, replaced by a sense of overwhelming love and gratitude. The house wasn't just a structure, it was a living, breathing testament to their love. A love that had been quietly nurtured and carefully protected, but one that was now ready to be shared openly. In the end, Yaman's secret had been revealed, but the love behind it had only grown stronger. The house, built with so much care and love, was more than just a place to live. It was the symbol of a love that had been carefully hidden and now stood in full, glorious light. As Demet looked at Yaman, she knew one thing for sure. This wasn't just about a house. It was about a lifetime of love, built one secret at a time.